Hi, welcome to Focus TV. My name is Joshua Johnson, and today we have with us Fr.Tony Ricard, a priest with the Archdiocese of New Orleans who has traveled the country bringing a message of hope centered in Jesus Christ to a broken world. Fr.Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and I'm glad y'all came to Our Lady Star to see.
That's right. Now, Father, look, you are not only the pastor of this parish, but you've also written many books. Like I said, you travel the country at many conferences just speaking about Christ and His love and His hope, right? You've opened up 2 youth camps for underprivileged kids with disabilities. There's a documentary about your life coming out right now. But I think right now, what you're most known for is the fact that you're the chaplain for the New Orleans Saints. Like, what is that like being the chaplain for the Saints?
You know, I don't think anything could ever compare to having a chance to be the Catholic chaplain to a group of folks that you've been following like your whole life. Because, you know, I'm naturally New Orleans, so I'm from New Orleans. All I remember is Saints on Sunday. Right. You know, I'm one of those people that get depressed during the off season because they don't have any games on. Yeah. But luckily I have a daddy that tapes like every game, so you watch it football nonstop. And so when they back in 1995 when I was ordained, I started being a substitute for the guy who was a chaplain at that time with the Saints. His name was Father Robert C. He's a Franciscan. Right. And then in 2000, the Franciscans asked Robert C. if he would take over a parish in Lafayette, which moved him out of town. So he called me and he said, would you be interested in becoming, the Catholic chaplain of the team? And I'm like, of course I would. Right. And so to this day, I thank God for the gift of the Franciscans. Definitely. Because they moved him out of town so I could have the job. I know, get up in there. So, but we had an unforgettable win this year at the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't think anyone saw it coming in previous years. The Saints didn't always have the best record or whatever. But I mean, now, like, it's crazy. Like, what do you think that's done for the city, especially after the devastating storm Katrina? You know, one of the things I think that the Saints did for us in winning the Super Bowl was let the entire world know that New Orleans is back and better than ever before. You know, we know that, like in the story of Job, everything was taken away from us. But Job got it back 100-fold because he stood firm in faith. And I think what the Saints have done is shown the world that the city is back, the people are strong. Although we may not have as many folk as we had before, the ones we got back are putting everything they can into making sure our city comes back. And so I think when we look at our team, we look at the victory on the field, it just let everybody know that New Orleans was going to be all right. Right,
right. And what's it like to minister to those football players?
You know, one of the things that I tell folk about the Saints is the fact that we don't have any of those head cases on our team. You know, players that think they are the team. One of the joys we have is our team really are a bunch of good young men who really see their role not only as athletes, but in contributing to the community. And so when I get a chance to interact with them, to interact with the coaches, what I realize is that, you know, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not a solid person, if you're not living a life like your mama taught you to live, then you really have nothing. And that's what I love about the Saints is the fact that, man, these are really some really good kids, and I just love being a part of it. Definitely.